All right, people, Wednesday evening, stabbing evening again since we're in December. Last week we were doing some threats with some blades and edge weapons. So today we are doing some attacks. So I just took the scissors here because anything with a blade or edge can be a weapon. And one thing that I want to emphasize today is that there are no knife techniques or knife defenses. There are just defenses. Because the thing is that none of the knives or blades are meant to be seen, they are meant to be felt. Okay? And as you look at some of the videos online and you see all of the sudden that what happened to that person, we can't even see the knife, we can just see the blood coming out of them as an end result. And there's a lot of drastic videos like that around. So when we are going into some defenses and think that, okay, perhaps there is a knife or so, but especially in self-defense situations where somebody ambushes you and all of the sudden just you see or react to the hands wielding around you, now we are in the basic defenses, and then you might see that, okay, at some point that, hey, there is a knife, or you might feel some pain in your hand when you get caught or something like this. Anyway, so we are wearing eye protection today, but just in case. And this is just to be smart about when we are dealing even with just, training knives like this. Something like this hits you in the face, no problem, but in the eye, that's going to be a problem. If it's something like a metal one, hard one, it hits you in the face, here you're going to get some bruises, or rubber one which bends nice. Don't use with scissors or something and anything real. So I will just put this away. Let's go with Aku Strike today. So you wanted to be the attacker?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, in all of the attacks, if she kicks me and I stay here in this place and I do this, I end up in a situation where she will kick me again and I will get hit, okay? So, just the basic idea that somebody kicking you and you needed to get out of the line of fire to punch them, push them, do something to them. Let's change. What if in a situation she kicks me, I do this, and now she stabs me, and I am all the way here? I will get hit as I got hit. Okay, well, does this break all our defenses and all of our idea of getting out of the line of fire and attacking at the same time to someplace else? Well, no, because the thing is that I am not going to be straight upwards here doing this. She kicks me and hits me with the knife. I'm not going to be like this. What I needed to be was to here, and now if she hit me with the knife, my hand is here. So let's just do kick and stab. Okay? So let's work with this one a bit. So thinking that, okay, well, I was already here. Why is this possible? Now just try to be a little faster with the knife. So think that you are sort of like faking the kick to get me to here and do that. Exactly. Okay? So once I come to here, now I try to hit her. But what happened here was that once my body is in a motion of this, reactively my hand comes here. Of course, I have trained this a bit. That's why never make sort of like empty practices with just, like moving out of the line of fire and doing this. If you kick me, let's say not just kick, good. And I am making defense like this. Look at my body posture. No chance to defense anything. Okay? But if I am making it to here, and now comes the knife, now your hand will come down. So, what I'm trying to say here is that once I am training the basic defenses of this, I need to maintain a good fighting stance. I need to create a good fighting stance. Okay, what is happening here? I'm already outside of the line of fire. Now if you think of it, and now this was a hard, because she bluffed. She bluffed. She was making a bluff this and now making the hit. And I was trying to go, okay, what is happening here? And making a defense and then hitting her. But what if it's just a very, very quick step? We are like here. Oh, here, hey, what is happening? And so and so and so. Now she stabs me. And again, look at my body posture. If I am standing like this, there is nothing I can do to prevent that blade from actually hitting me. Just anytime you want. No way. The thing is that even when I'm standing here, I do this a bit. And now as she starts, now I got my hand there in between. Because thinking of, hey, what do you want? There is something odd about that. Now this hand becomes the blocking hand, the defending hand. And I am trying to get to here. What was the difference? What was the difference? The difference was from here, you see my huge airbag here. Now I'm just putting the airbag in a bit. And from a quite non-aggressive, non-violent, whatever posture, hey, what you doing? If she decides to punch me with the hand, I have the hand there. If she decides to kick me from that position, of course will have my leg in there already, because it's right here. But if I straighten this up, she kicks me, I will get hit. So we come back to the very, very, very basics of self-defense in these situations. This is happening, hey, what is going on? Like this. Now I end up making the defense very reactively. And it's possible to do. Now, I saw a video. It was a very, very good one, and very talented guys who were doing some sort of like a sewing machine type of attack like that, or even just, like stabbing with the edge in, of course, holding the blade so that every time they stab, they will get this. And thinking that, okay, how to defend something like that from happening, and just keep on coming, doing it very like a yes, like that. Well, the thing is that if I am backing down, I'm doing this, eventually I will get hit. So that's ruled out as not a possibility to do. And the only thing that I can actually do from these situations is to move out, either this way or that way. And now depending on when something starts to happen, once I am here, I am away. It will take her a longer time to get back or sort of like retarget me. Okay? Also, of course, from a situation like this, I can go on this side the same thing. Moving out of the line of fire is always the key objective of ours, every time. So now you see Hedy from behind, you see me from behind. If I am starting from here, now again I was too slow. I tried to reach the hand here. So from here, going out, or going in. It doesn't matter. Away from the line of fire. Now in training, usually the hardest thing and where we get the things most wrong is that if we change, is that when I am doing attacks here, and I'm teaching Hedy to defense here. You see how far it is from her. And then when eventually it gets all the way here, now we have a problem. We have conditioned ourselves to make the defense here, and eventually we will get stabbed. How to correct that? We make a specific exercise. I start from here, and before I get my hand to here, you need to hit it. And now you saw already what happened. So once I start from here, I'm retracting it, making her react to that, and then all of a sudden I just might do the same thing, trying to stab her. What happens here in her reaction is that the hand is not coming all the way here anymore. It's coming where it should be, very close to the body. Now, people will argue that, yeah, but you have to defend the knife over here. Yeah, it would be very nice, but if you can defend the knife over here, maybe just take a step to the side and kick to the groin. You don't need a hand defense. All you need is just to move out of the line of fire and hit. So, move and fire. But once the knife is here, don't condition yourself to make the defenses here. And this is a training problem that we face. And this is because I, as a nice person, I don't really want to stab you because you might get hurt. Well, you don't get hurt. Only your mind gets hurt by hearing this beep. But the thing is that once you're training with a partner, you are trying to make them better. And that's why trying to make it so that, hey, doing these things that they will actually need to make the defense correctly. Okay? So, key lesson from this part. Good position, always be ready. And now even if you just take like a notice, you can keep the upper hand higher, head don't want to do anything, and lower hand downwards. Because your up hand will take any sort of problem that comes towards your head area, and your lower hand will be able to defend all the things that are left there, okay? But the idea of, hey, what's happened? Hey, give me the money, do this, give me the money, bam. And this is what stops my action, because it sort of like rewires my brain to calculate, okay, what was happening. So, good position. Think about those things that you are neutrally doing here. Lower yourself a bit. Okay, what is happening? Once you see the knife, now as I see the knife, hey, what's there? That's the fake, and get out. So also training so that you don't see the knife. Because if you condition yourself, just bring the knife out, to this, and then you're waiting for a person to attack. No, don't condition yourself to that. Once you see the knife, then it's time to do something. Because once the knife comes out, hey, I'm taking off. Or once the knife comes out, bang, I am attacking. No questions asked. And when you do drills like this, remember that do use pads or something that you can actually hit. Now, of course, for us, this is more like trajectory type of training, because once the knife comes out, I can have the control of actually stopping, and then I have no problem if she holds her hand here, or if we just have some sort of pad. I have also no problem of punching through and doing this. Just never stop your attack, as we've been talking, if this is not an option. Never stop your attack here. It's too far away. You can stop the attack here. I touched her already. But this requires quite a lot of eye and hand coordination to be able to do this fast. And stop it right there before you punch the person out. So, in situations like this, or even if you can bring the... Is that comfortable? Okay, so you can hold. So now, when the knife comes out, doing some hard punches, this is conditioning you the correct way. Okay? So, not to show the knife unless your purpose is to exercise either getting out, very good, doing something else. Once the knife comes out, you're like, get away, as we did in the threat exercises, or once the knife comes out, start pounding the target, okay? And as you saw, I am not going towards her. I am not going here, because then her excuse in the court will be, well, I was just pointing the knife. And so every time you move out or here, you create distance, you do this, okay? But now, in this next exercise, the knife is not visible. So we can take this pad off, because I will need to exercise my defenses. I will not be able to hit her immediately. And as you see, we are in such a close range that my odds of actually being able to survive that attack are very, very limited. Even if I know that, okay, now she's supposed to hit me to the torso or lower body area, okay, just come and stab whenever you want, okay? So, I know that now. And then I'm positioning myself, hey, don't do this. Now, I was able to do that as I knew it. Now, I will let her make some sort of fake, as I have my glasses on, she can do something like this before she stabs me. Okay? So my hands are here. Now I was distracted. I want to do that again. So, will I be distracted? Okay, good. Now I will try to make some sort of attacking motion, some sort of attack in there also. So, once I'm here, I made a kick. And again, I'm in the very, very basic exercise of moving out, slipping, and kicking. And these are all like, well, in our, Finnish Krav Maga system, these are like, yellow belt, orange belt techniques. Orange belt, I think we do, move out and kick, slip and kick in different directions. Because it is so elementary. It doesn't matter how well you are able to make the hand defense. Once I'm here and this happens, I will get stabbed. every time. But if I am conditioning myself to do something like this and kick, I am not where she intended me to be. And that is why I always say, as was the theme for today also, there is no such thing as knife defenses. There are only defenses and defensive motions. We have a single fast stab to torso here, as she was doing. No, just as she was doing. We have the sort of like locomotive coming forward doing this. We might have a stab to the throat. So just fast. Everything is coming in this line. And there might be just, a step down and then up. But when you are looking at the trajectory of this, straight, 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 coming towards me. And how I see that, because I am looking at this part of the person's body, I see her punching me. I see her moving her hands, because it would be very same if she would start with a straight punch to the face. Or with or even with some sort of a hook punch to the body, I see the motion here the same. So another training tip. Every once in a while, do it so that you can have the knife in your pocket. So every once in a while, she is punching me. Every once in a while, she is stabbing me. And I'm just making a slip and kick defense. I didn't see when she had a knife in her hand. I could not see. Of course, these glasses must be, like foggy and stuff, and we have lights in our eyes and so and so and so. But hey, out there it's dark. And this is just to prove you and calibrate your brain into thinking that don't concentrate so much on, okay, what is a knife? What is a bottle? What is if it's a helmet? What if it's a banana? What is a dildo? And it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, okay? So, that was the idea of straight line attacks. Now, what if she just slashes my throat? And just make it even. Yes, that's nice. Or slash my face. Yes. Very effective attacks. Well, scar in my face just makes me more beautiful, so I'm not too worried about that so much. But the idea that if my posture is, I don't want to travel, and this happens, my hand will react. Of course. Because I am here. And now also my body will react. Because once I am here, I'm just getting out away from the danger. And once I'm getting away from the danger, and I'm making the slip and kick, and then continuing with the motion. All the same defenses as before. I'm sorry that I'm repeating myself, but I want to make a point. So it doesn't matter what they hit you with. They are trying to punch you. They're trying to hit you. Every time you get in trouble, just don't be here. You will get punched. Because once I am here, I will get punched. I will get stabbed. And it's all of my own doing, not being in a good body position. Because now I can make that choice. She comes to me, I can make a choice. Hey, what do you want? Now, if I turn from someplace and she attacks me, my exercise, this is like the yellow belt stuff. that the person comes here, I get startled, I get into my good fighting stance. So I think we've done this exercise in the public YouTube also. Just coming from here, and all of a sudden I'm getting startled, so I do this. This is included in all of our basic techniques to do. So there's really nothing new to that, okay? But dealing with slashes, we see a lot of technique like, you're doing this so great. So thinking that I'm making this attack. So you moved out and you do the double defense and blah, 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 blah. Okay. So the idea going from here. So the double defense. Brags a lot saying that, okay, I started from here, but you saw I was not in a immediate range of hitting. I was here. She has time to move backwards. I continue attacking. Well, yes, you can see this in some of the footages that you see people going like, this and this and this and this. But now, from the self-defense perspective, a lot better technique in this, if you see a person doing this, is just create distance, go behind some, car or, table or pool or something, find some sort of a moped or bicycle or semi-truck, just to throw them with that or something like that. Or you create enough awareness of people around them, and people are like this, and there is sometimes security, armed security, or even police to come to take that person down. But if you don't have a chance to get away, let's say that there's a corridor or something like this, I start coming towards you. Yes. What this exercise is about, it's about balance and balancing yourself. Because first, what she does is that once she moves backwards, and now she creates distance here. So as you see, if we look from this angle, you see her coming directly towards you. But now, look at the angle where she's going. So from here, hey! And hitting effectively. The hand defenses over here, yes, do this. And thinking that if we started from that position we were standing, if I'm standing like this, now I'm just making it like this. And you see these stances in some of the very old films with Emil Lichtenfeld doing, and some systems are saying, okay, this is a defense position against outside, defenses if she stabs me straight here. But I think the message is lost in the translation, so to say. Because the thing is that then people start to think that, okay, this is my fighting stance. No, this is my ready stance. I'm here. And now if she makes a stab, this is my fastest way of reacting. If she fakes to make not so, just make it more like a smaller circle, so to say. So remember to hit me to the face. No, now hold the knife so that you will get the peep. Yes, good. So now make a fake to hit me to the face, or make a fake to hit me to the torso, and then just, actually stab vice versa. So as we are here, and I don't want to see the knife because otherwise I need to start hitting you immediately. So we're here, and now when she makes the hit, it's this. You saw my hand position? Let's do that slowly. What happened? My first reaction was here, but when it altered, my hand came to here. This was one of the videos we got in TikTok, the big secret and blah, blah, blah. What I was talking about there was your body position. If I'm straight like this, I'm standing straight up like this, I will get hit immediately. And because I have no way of defending because my body is not there. And this is the sort of like the big secret video too. The thing is that once I'm ready positioned like this, and now as my hands start to go there, it will react to that other one also. And then when I'm training that defense and punch with the same arm, I can start doing stuff like this, and I'm actually hitting here. And we have few of these videos out there where people are actually making a sort of like defense and a punch with the same arm. And especially in combat sports, you have a lot of this. People making like roundhouse kick, defense, and punch with the same hand. So, and that's the body position thing. If you have it, you can do it. If you don't, you will just get hit. End of story. As you see all the exercises that we are now doing, we're not making them, very slow and very easy. We're not making them very aggressive either. We're just trying to make them a bit faster. That's why she's punching me, because she's so much faster than I am. Okay, what if I am like this? So let's switch sides. So I was doing different stance. Now, my front leg is closer to her unrevealed hand. Now, how does my body position affect? In this sense, when I see this, I tend to want to do like this. I want to get to the angle because I want her to move so I can start seeing what's behind me. Now we slipped into a little bit of tactics, but let's rewind back. Now as we are like this, and she slashes me here, my reaction being something like this. From a hand position down here, yes. But now as you saw, the thing is that if I am kicking like this, I will get hit. Because my movement, my body movement was not sufficient. What I was doing, what I need to do once I'm here, now my body movement is sufficient. So again, I will take you back to the very basics of slipping, kicking, and +1 motion. So every time you move, every time I make a movement, I make here, there's always +1 motion, +1 attack, not just +1 attacker. Point here. If we take this to the tactics, this, that I don't see her hand there, I don't see her hand. This hand is very close to me. If she wants to punch me to the face, she probably can. So that's why what I want to do, I want to alter this thing. And now I see the knife. So she has something in her hand. It was not a can of tuna, which would also be a very not nice target to get hit to the head with or so. But the thing is that what I want to see, I want to find information. So changing position from here, hey, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I want to do this. While doing that, not to come up, okay, what's here? Because now again, surprise, surprise. And the person gets stabbed nicely again. So think that, hey, okay, well, what's in there? What's in there? Doing this. Now I have the control of the hand. And I'm not here. I'm here. So once she starts moving, I can feel it. Okay, can she do the same to me? So can she grab from my hand and hit me? Not if I'm ready. Can I do the same to her if she's ready? But then I've already won, because if she's ready to resist this, she cannot be hitting, okay? It's going to be very hard for her to hit and be ready for that. This is a little bit of tactics now, okay? But what I want you to train, every time you start to deal with knife attacks, every time, just the basic drills as we did. She can punch you with an open palm. She can punch you with a fist. She can kick you. And you need to be able to move. You need to be able to attack. You need to be able to slip, kick, attack. Okay? And it doesn't matter what's coming, because those are the defenses. Then, when we are in the closer range, now, of course, she can hit my hand down and hit me to the face. Well, how do I prevent that from happening? Well, actually, I cannot. If my hand is here for her to do, this is all I can do, and I will get stabbed to the face, definitely. But there needs to be a solution. Of course there's a solution. I will change my stance. That's the solution. Because now, I know this hand, high hand, I know this hand. She can do harm to me with that hand. She can hit me to the face, she can hit me to the throat, she can kick me with the leg. Yes, she can do all those things. I don't know that hand. That hand's the problem, because I don't know it. So, if I'm here, I'm making this. She can definitely do this. But if I'm here, if she hits me with that hand, it doesn't matter. So, bringing these things to your exercises with knife. The basic defenses are the same. It doesn't matter what is coming towards you. Always move out of the line of fire. But then when you want to spike it up, time for goggles, time for some Aku Strike or some other training device, and then start the threshold test. Go closer. Make it hard. She's sort of like grabbing you, doing these things, and now you need to use your head correctly. See what I was doing there? She had me, and I was hitting her with my head. That's what I'm doing. Okay? If you're doing this very hard, then just use some helmets so you don't have a lot of bruises in you. But it's a very good, when you are doing your headbutts, you don't need the helmet, but the person you are doing them, they will definitely need one, because you're hitting all the time here, causing some bruises in the eye. But anyway. So, no knife defenses, just defenses. And every time, do threshold tests. Do pressure yourself. Once it starts to go like you are making 10 out of 10, you are not progressing anymore. Now you're just, keeping the level. It's going to be nice and easy. Then you should maybe do something that actually develops your body power, like, do yoga or something like that, because that you can do very slowly and blah, 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 like this. But self-defense, you have to do things fast. Once you start to be good at something, you need to break it down, so you will understand that, okay, well, I can handle myself from the ranges like this, no problem. But can I handle myself in the ranges like this? Now there's going to be a problem. Oh, she started to look like she was going to attack me, so I just punched her to the throat. And all the angles, joining the attacks. Show me the kick and then hit me with the knife. Then hit me with the knife again and just keep on stabbing. So thinking of doing this, yes, and all the time punching and hitting, coming towards you. Because these are the things where the active attacker is trying to help you get better in your defenses. Trying to understand that once the person starts running at you, you cannot be there. You need to go away. So, next week, in these blade sessions, that's going to be the last session of the master classes for this year. Next year, we're going to change the concept a bit. But for this year, we're going to do some of the problems when you are actually seated and you're sitting down and you are in enclosed spaces and so on. And that's going to be the grande finale of this year's masterclasses. And again, come along or just then watch us on demand. Take the training hints. This is what we are doing this for. So that we cannot train these like in everyday practices, like with the group practices all the time doing stuff like this. So there's a lot of times that you have to work on your own. And these are the drills that you can work on your own with a partner to say, okay, hey, do stabbings like this and do that. And then create more problems for your learning. And that's how you develop your skills. All right, people. Thank you for this and be seeing you next week.